Hello everyone, welcome to episode 12 of the weekly CX Catch Up, where we deliver late news with the latest insights.
So Harshini, in one of our previous episodes, we spoke about dark patterns in e-commerce and quick commerce apps. The government of India has recently taken cognizance of this issue and has come up with some welcome changes. Could you please tell us more about it?
Yes, for over years, e-commerce brands have used slick UI and behavioral nudges inside their app or be it on the website to make customers spend a lot of money, which they did not consent in the first place. So India's Central Consumer Protective Authority have come forward as consumers watchdogs, and they have released an advisory note for all e-commerce brands across India saying, hey, you have 3 months to audit. We are giving you 13 guidelines of all the dark patterns that we have taken note of. So please, they do the needful. So that's where we are right now. And I think it's a wonderful move from the government because these dark patterns, while they do place an unspoken financial burden on the consumer, they also make the consumer buy more that they do not need. So they do give into the overconsumption part of it. What I would like to talk about two of these behavior dark patterns that I go through on a day-to-day basis. Number one being false urgency. Right now, I always check out when there is a timer running in my page. So there is a false sense of urgency that the apps create for me.
Yeah.
And one item left, 5 stocks left. We don't know if that is true, but we do buy into it. And the other being confirm shaming. So when I am in my payment page during checkout, there is always a default box checked with I'll say it's a donation or a charity or even paper bags. And when I unclick that default bag, automatically it comes a pop-up saying, are you sure you don't want to, or don't you care about planet Earth? Don't you want to be a part of this charity? So I am guilted and shamed into confirming to that particular amount. So yeah, it's a great move.
Yeah, so in the previous episode, we spoke about hidden costs, which is a transparency issue related to dark patterns. And I'm happy that the government has noticed it. And since it impacts so many people's lives, I welcome this change so much. And on one hand, we have regulators taking notice of customer issues and doing that. And we think that businesses do it by themselves, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So for instance, we have a recent report called the 20CX Report 2025, which says that about 80% of CX executives in organizations believe that they meet customer expectations, whereas it's only 24% of customers who agree with that claim. So this is a huge gap between customer expectations and customer reality, right? So I think a lot of more organizations should take VOC tools, which is voice of customer tools, more seriously and invest more time and effort in bridging this gap.
So I think this all stems from the fact that more businesses out there are treating customer expectation as a metric and not exactly taking it as an active feedback or a signal. I think there should be an internal system set in place to see if all these feedbacks are actually translated into product management or into a product development on day-to-day activities on how the business run per se, because there is no better or bigger advocate than a customer to one's business. So I think the voice must definitely be heard.
Yeah, and today more than ever, there are various sources from which you can listen to genuine customer feedback, and you also have the tools to glean insights from such a wide range of data, right?
And these tools are very direct. So you can
Absolutely.
directly hear from your customer, social media being one of those tools.
Yeah.
So I think customers just need to have that lending ear to listen what the actual cause of concern is.
Absolutely. So for the last story of the day, we have the news of multiple automobile brands recalling several of their models due to product issues. So for instance, one particular manufacturer, there are issues with the backup camera. So when customers reverse their cars, the infotainment screen, it just freezes. This is a very big issue, right? So a similar maybe minor or even some life-threatening issues have also been found in recent times. And with the advent of electronic and digital technology being more present in cars today, I think this brings up the necessity for rigorous quality control measures in the manufacturing process. So when this doesn't happen, your companies are going to have to do recalls more frequently, and this affects their operations and costs, right? So if you invest more time and effort into quality control before putting the product into the market, you can avoid this whole scenario. So I think organizations, irrespective of which industry, this is not something that applies only to the automobile industry. Every product and across every industry has to take quality control more seriously so that they don't disappoint their customers or put them into disrupt their day-to-day life, right?
I agree. So that brings us to the ad of the week. And for this week, we have a very cute ad from Milton. It conveys how a simple water bottle can be used for signal emotional access without speaking a word. We will have it in the link in the description below. Please do check it out.
That concludes this episode. Until next time.